Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Yesterday we saw what happened. The market kind of retraced a little bit, but we didn't see any entry, and the market is still trading at 88,417 right now. But on the show this morning, we're going to take a look at what the news is all about. The cryptocurrency market cap wasn't looking good at all yesterday. We even went as low as 2.8 trillion US dollars. But I believe with this little amount that has recovered from the market, we should be doing great. So we're going to take a look at the chart analysis also to know what we need to do regarding all our project. Don't forget, we take a look at event of the day, cryptocurrency market cap, and the sentiment. The sentiment has been crazy because we saw bear market thinking they're going to win. Now bull market was winning. Now bear seems to be winning. We don't know who is going to take the cup at the end of the day. But yesterday or last week, the sentiment was sitting at 10%, and on Sunday it rose to about 31% thereabout. But yesterday went back to around 10% and 15%. But we're going to take a look at all of that on the show this morning so you guys know what we need to do. All right, I'm Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, aka KC the Great, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. First of all, we're going to take a look at the news that are making waves on the internet regarding cryptocurrency. And if you look at it, one of the popular investment company apart from BlackRock has come out to say Bitcoin is not longer overpriced. So definitely now there is a possibility we might see a lot of ETFs coming in, a lot of whales coming back into the market because the RSI has now shown that the market is no longer overpriced. And if you look at what happened with BlackRock yesterday, BlackRock sees Bitcoin ETF register highest trading volume in 3 months. So definitely I believe, because, and if you watched the show yesterday, I made mention of something that whenever we are on or we are in extremely greed position kind of, that is when we need to start what bagging up some tokens that we want to invest in. But because we now need to buy the dip, doesn't mean we need to just buy the dip blindly. We need to make sure we stick to what the fortune teller tells us, which is the chart analysis. And you can see BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF registers highest trading volume in 3 months, and that's over 1 billion US dollars in outflows last week, alongside a surge in trading volume. All right, now still on BTC, you see that BTC has now moved back to 88,000 US dollar after BlackRock says buy the dip. If you watched the interview yesterday, the CEO of BlackRock come out to say buy the dip, and you all know this guy. I think the narrative is changing now very, very quickly. And if you ask me why, we know Peter Schiff is not pro crypto, is anti crypto. Now, because of the strategic reserve that was mentioned or that was announced on Sunday, he came out and tweeted saying Bitcoin is good as a strategic reserve to back gold. So it's going to be like the digital gold. Why other XRP and all of that are not supposed to be in the picture. Now, if you remember years back when BlackRock's CEO was interviewed on Bloomberg, he made mention that cryptocurrency is like a Ponzi scheme and they will never be part of it. But come to think of it, years later, that was last year, BlackRock filed for Bitcoin ETF, and now they have the highest holding when it comes to ETFs in cryptocurrency. And now, so yesterday he said 88,000 US dollars is where the market is trading, but according to a lot of people, they believe the dip of 78,000 US dollar we saw last week is the last phase we are going to see before the market skyrocket. Probably that might be true. I'm still thinking, although my support was around 75, 70K thereabout. So if you stop at 78, it's still making sense. That means we've we've seen some adoptions from the retailers and the day-to-day traders that are coming into the space. So Bitcoin moved back to 88,000 US dollar after BlackRock says buy the dip. But don't just buy the dip, make sure you buy the right dip. All right, let's move on. And now we all know Metaplant has been following Michael Saylor's company, which is Strategies B, back to back in purchasing BTC. Even though Saylor has slowed down a little bit regarding the purchasing of BTC, Metaplant buys about 497 BTC yesterday, and that is now amounting to around 2,888 BTC they are holding all together. So that's great news. If one investment company is tired of buying, we see other people jumping on it and taking advantage of that. And if you still look at it regarding BTC, El Salvador also, Bukele says Bitcoin purchases won't stop due to IMF deal. And I believe that is what the clause he has with the IMF loan he took. And if you look at it right here, a clause in the country's recently completed IMF financing deal suggested a prohibition against El Salvador accumulating any additional Bitcoin. But the president, we all know, he's been pro-crypto since he's been ruling El Salvador. He's done a great job over there, and he's been buying one BTC every day. But now, since they were trying to get loan from the IMF, they have this policy that says they cannot buy additional BTC. But now he has come out to say they will keep buying BTC regardless of the deal they have with IMF. And I think that's still a great news. So that's that on BTC. Let's look at some news alongside the altcoins. And we all know on Sunday, Solana, ADA, and XRP saw significant amount of gains when the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, says the crypto strategic reserve will be included with XRP, Sol, and ADA. Then later tweeted that BTC and Ethereum will be part of it. But on Monday, he launched a trade war with Mexico, China, and Canada, and we saw the market tumble. Not only cryptocurrency, even stocks are not doing well at the moment. And yesterday, it was even he had Congress, this thing with the Congress, the national, whatever they do, and he did not even mention crypto at all. So a lot of crypto communities, they are saying, is it that he is just saying all those things because he has a backed financial institution that has crypto, or because his son is into crypto, or what? Because if you're really into something that you want to, he mentioned Doge, he mentioned a lot of things he's always been tweeting about, but when it comes to him addressing the Congress, he has never mentioned crypto, and a lot of people are saying they do not know why. But that's all XRP, Solana, and ADA inclusion in the US crypto reserve pushes trader on the edge, because a lot of people are criticizing the altcoins already. Even if you ask me, I don't think altcoins should be a strategic reserve, because take a look at what happened with XRP. Immediately the news broke out, XRP unlocked another 1 billion token. Imagine, even though it's trading at $1, that is 1 billion US dollars if they share it among themselves and sell to the general public. So I feel like a lot of things still need to be done regarding the cryptocurrency reserve. And we all know it's going to have a summit in the White House this coming Friday. White House prepared for its first crypto summit, and what we are to expect is, you won't believe people that will be attending it. Although Michael Saylor will be part of it, and we all know he's been doing great when it comes to cryptocurrency. Also, Brian Armstrong, the owner of Coinbase too, will be part of it. But the main people that they say will be there is the owner of ADA, the founder, CEO, and the Ripple CEO. So definitely there's something going on. But I believe Michael Saylor is going to look after the Bitcoin communities, because he has already invested so heavily on BTC. And I believe when they are on the table, it's not going to just say, oh, they should go ahead and use XRP. It will definitely fight for BTC to be part of the strategic reserve. And if you look at the screen right now, you see that the White House is preparing for its first crypto summit, with industry leaders like Michael Saylor, Brian Armstrong confirmed to attend. The summit replaces Trump's abandoned crypto council due to industry infighting and overwhelming demand for seed. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the summit. And we all know Coinbase Chainlink strategy among companies attending Trump's crypto summit. And we all know he invested in Chainlink through the Liberty institution. I think they acquired some Chainlink and they are being backed by Donald Trump. So let's see what will happen on Friday when they have the crypto summit. US President Donald Trump is slated to host the summit. All right, let's talk about another altcoins, and this is AAVE. AAVE jumps 21% as AAVD that is DAO, reveals its most important proposal. And if you look at the screen right now, you see that AAV's cash pie has ballooned by 115% to 115 million since mid 2024, with the platform GHO stablecoin hitting a 200 million supply and reporting strong revenue. So I think AAVE gain is coming from what we just witnessed. All right, let's take more news on the radar, and this one is coming from United States. And US Bitcoin mining companies, they are now under pressure. That is what JP Morgan has to say about US Bitcoin mining companies. And in February, US Bitcoin mining company faced a 22% market capitalization drop, losing $6 billion US dollars. JP Morgan's report highlighted revenue decreases, with miners earning about 54,300 per EH/S on average daily. The sector challenge include higher costs when Bitcoin price decline, impacting operation and revenue growth. So that is what is going on in the United States regarding the Bitcoin mining companies as they are under pressure, says JP Morgan. So that's what the headlines look like, or the news that are making the waves in the space this morning. Now let's dive into what the cryptocurrency market cap and the economic calendar of the day looks like. But before I go on, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do right now. Subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can be part of what is going on this great show. Also, you can follow me on X, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok to get all these nuggets I'll be dropping for you. And also, don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram to get all the nuggets I'll be dropping for you on this great platform. So please subscribe, guys. Let's push the channel to 10,000 subscribers. All right, now let's dive into the economic calendar of the day. Yesterday, we do not have much to say regarding the economic calendar, but it's different today. If you look at the screen, you see that we have 1:15 GMT UTC, non-farm payroll employment change will be released, and that is very, very important. Also, we'll be expecting the monetary policy report hearings data to be released, and the final service PMI also will be released at 2:30 and 2:45 PMT, GMT or UTC respectively. Also at 3 o'clock, that's 3 p.m. GMT or UTC, ISM service PMI will be released. The data will come out. So we have a couple of important data that will come out of the economic calendar today, and you know that is what will determine what the interest rate fund will look like, what the CPI will look like, what the next what's it called, manufacturing index, and all of that will look like. So these information, they are very, very important. So we might experience a little bit of volatility in the market, but that is for people that are trading derivative futures and options. For spot trader and investors, you do not need to worry about the news. What you need to worry about is your exit strategy, where you need to leave the market if the market should go below that. And we're going to check the chart shortly to see about that. So today we have a couple of important information coming out of the economic calendar. So do not forget to make sure you take a look at your trade around that period, which is 1:15 GMT or UTC, 2:45 3 p.m. and around 8:30 GMT UTC today. All right, now let's dive into what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like. We made some gain back yesterday after the market tanked a little bit due to the trade war. And speaking of trade war, Canada too has come out to say they're going to retaliate. We all know China did already, but Canada says they're going to retaliate with about 30 billion worth of United States goods in their country, and coming in 21 days they're going to tariff about 125 billion US dollar. And Trump also says if they do that, they're still going to get more tariffs. So I think we are in a trade war already. And whenever there is a trade war, with my past experience, you need to be careful, especially if you are a future margin and all of that leverage trader, because any news can just come out at any time, and the market will just shoot up or plummet. So you need to be very, very careful if you're taking those trade. All right, let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market cap. Right now we are sitting at 3 trillion US dollar. Yesterday we went below 2.8 thereabout, but because of the little gains we had, we are now sitting at 3 trillion US dollars. And if you look at the trading volume in 24 hours, is now about almost 170 billion US dollars. Look at the trending coin. AAVE is part of it, because we've seen AAVE gain about 27% in the last 24 hours, and Pi Network gain about 10% in the last 24 hours. But top gainers remain Safe Moon and Book of ETH. All right, now let's check what the top 20 cryptocurrency is looking like on the list. Yesterday there was really, really something wrong with the list. I don't know if it's still going to be the same today, but yesterday Shiba Inu was thrown out of it, Toncoin was thrown out of it, and I think another coin, if you watched the show yesterday, you see, and we saw new token claiming their spot in top 20. But let's take a look at that now and see how it's working. If you look at it now, number one is still BTC, and it has gained about 5.3% in the last 24 hours. And number two is ETH, of course, with 7% gain in the last 24 hours. XRP still maintaining that number three spot with 9% in the last 7 days and more than 5% in the last 24 hours. If you look at number four is Theta, number five is BNB, number six is Solana. And if you look at Solana too has recovered about 6.1% in the last 24 hours. USDC at number 7. Cardano is now at number 8 with 40% in the last 7 days and more than 18% in the last 24 hours. Number 9 is Dogecoin. Number 10 is Leader Stake. 11 is still Tron. Number 12 is now Pi Network. Pi Network has made it into top 20. And this is crazy. A lot of people will actually be happy with Pi Network making top 20, because this is a token that started with you just mining for free, although it's been years and years when it started, maybe about 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago. But if you'll be holding on to it and you continue mining, I think right now you'll be rewarded for that years of endurance and mining, because one Pi network token is now worth almost $2. So just imagine you have about 1 million, 10,000, all of that, and they are all free. So that is that. And that is the reward of airdrop when you work for these exchanges for free. Now let's go on with the list. Number 13 is BTC, which is sitting at 5.3% in the last 24 hours. H bar is still in top 20. H bar is now at number 14 with 10% in the last 24 hours and 32% in the last 7 days. Chainlink is doing good. Of course, Chainlink is at number 15. And we all know the Liberty institution that is backed by Donald Trump invested in Chainlink, and even in the summit that we saw, they said Chainlink CEO and XRP, they'll be part of it. Although Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, also is invited, and Michael Saylor. So I think it's going to be a tug of war on Friday at that table. But we're going to see what they're going to discuss and how that will impact the cryptocurrency strategic reserve of the United States of America. So HBAR has done 32% in 7 days. That is good. So Chainlink at number 15 with 17.8% in the last 24 hours. Wrap ETH at number 16 with 7.2% in the last 24 hours as well. Stellar is not really doing well because Stellar is supposed to be moving with XRP the way they design it. The reason why it's not moving fast or it's not moving great this bull run, I do not understand, but at least in the last 24 hours he has done about 5%, and in the last 7 days we've seen close to 3% gain on Stellar. Number 18 is Leo token. Leo token is part of the token that overthrew the likes of Sui, Shiba Inu yesterday, but Leo token is at number 18. Number 19 is Avalanche. Avalanche has made it back into top 20. Yesterday Avalanche was kicked out, but now Avalanche is back with about 4% gain in the last 24 hours. If you look at Sui is sitting at number 20, and it has gained about 5.2% in the last 24 hours, but still down with 14% in the last 7 days. So that is top 20. You can see Shiba Inu, Litecoin, Toncoin, they are still thrown out of top 20 on the list. So with that being said, that is what the cryptocurrency market cap is looking like. Now let's dive into what the chart is looking like. And if you look at the chart right now, you'll see that BTC is moving nicely after we saw all the gains that were made on Sunday through what Donald Trump announced being wiped out. Now the gap is being filled, and now we have a fresh start. So what do we need to do? This is where we need to get into Bitcoin today. If you're a spot trader and investor, you need to get into BTC at 88,900 or 850 thereabout. If we cross above that is where you need to be buying BTC. But for leverage traders like option trader, derivatives, futures, margin traders, you might want to join my Telegram channel and my Discord channel to get signal for that. But for investors and spot traders, get into the market if it should break above 88,500. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment only. But with my years of experience in the game, I've always been able to predict the market and make the right prediction with more than 90 to 95% correctly over the years. All right, let's check what Ethereum is looking like. BTC is not a buy here. Wait for it to cross 88, or let's just say 89K, but let's just say 88,850 thereabout. That's when you should get into the market. Now let's check what ETH is looking like. If you look at ETH is a buy already. Ethereum has crossed it, so you can get into ETH right now and put your stop loss at around 2,000 thereabout. ETH is a buy right now. Excuse me. Now let's check what Sui is looking like. Sui is not a buy yet. Let's check what XRP is looking like. XRP2 is about to break again, but you can see it didn't hit the stop loss since yesterday, since Sunday with the gains. But now, if you've not entered before, this is another chance for you to enter XRP at $2.5. But if you're still in from the Sunday gain, you might still want to hold on to your position because the stop loss still remain at the same spot. Let's take a look at AVAX is not a buy yet. Let's take a look at AAVE. Of course, AAVE is now a buy. You can buy AAVE right now with your stop loss at 166, but you can get into AAVE right now. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana also is about to give us a good buy, but we need to wait. You need to set your buy stop at 147. If you can break above 147, I think Solana is going to be a good buy right there. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA is still a buy. You can see from the Sunday gains, it's still a buy, and the stop loss still remain the same spot, or we can adjust the stop loss right here. But if you're not in ADA, you can get into ADA right now, but that's the stop loss. Let's take the last but not the least, which is the Toncoin. Toncoin also is about to be a buy, but we need Toncoin to break above $3.18. So if you see the price above 3.2, that means it's good to invest or trade Toncoin as spot. So that's that on Bitcoin and altcoin. So we're going to take a look at what? We're going to take a look at meme coin right now. But before we go into meme coin, if you're enjoying the show and you're still watching it till this period, please subscribe to my channel to help my channel grow and to make the algorithm make a lot of people see my work. Please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell. And you can follow me on X, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram as well for more nuggets that will be dropping out of the space. Now let's dive into the meme coin. And if you look at the meme coin, let's take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not a buy yet, so we can stay away from that. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, it's a buy right now. Shiba Inu, it's a buy right now with your stop loss right there at 0.01. Let's take a look at Pepe. Pepe is not a buy yet. Let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo is not a buy yet. Let's take a look at X. X is a buy right now. You might get into X right now and put your stop loss at 0.00004615. Let's take a look at Notcoin. Notcoin also is not a buy, but it has given us a signal or entry point where we can get into the market. So if Notcoin should break above 0.002903, you can get into the market. Let's take a look at what Dogs is looking like. Dogs is not a buy now. Please stay away from it. Let's take a look at Nero. Nero is still a buy. I told you yesterday that Nero is always doing great move. Whenever market is suffering, Nero is moving great. You can see I adjusted the stop loss right here yesterday, and it's still a buy. Nero is still a buy. Stop loss to remain at the same spot at 0.0256. Let's take a look at Deep, and if you look at Deep right now, I think it's loading. If you look at Deep right now, Deep has gained about 1%, but I want it to open for us to see. Yeah, it's here. If you look at Deep, Deep is not a buy yet. Please stay away from Deep. Let's take a look at PopCat. PopCat also is not a buy. Stay away from me. Now let's take a look at Trump coin. Trump official also is, let me zoom it in so we can see it properly. I think Trump official is not a buy yet, or let's see. Oh, okay, Trump official is now a buy. You can see right there, Trump official is a buy with a stop loss at $11. So Trump official is a buy with a stop loss at $11. Let's take a look at Millennia coin for the first time. I think it's going to give us a nice buy, and let me zoom it in a little bit so we can see clearly. If you look at the Millennia coin, it's not a buy yet, but if it should break above 0.826, I think we can get into it if you're interested in investing your money on those projects. But mind you, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment only. Make sure you do your own research before you invest on any project or in any project, and always trade with the money you can afford to lose. So that's that with the chart analysis. BTC is still looking great and is about to cross our entry point, trading at 88,300 and something right now as I speak to you. So that's that on the chart analysis. Let's now check what the sentiment is looking like regarding the fear and greed index. And if you look at my screen, fear and greed index is still sitting on extreme fear. That's 20%. Extreme fear last week, extreme fear yesterday, and it's still extreme fear today, presently, as I'm talking to you this morning. All right, but last month was fear. So the cryptocurrency market sentiment is still sitting at 20%, which is extreme fear, and that is where I believe we should start accumulating. So, with all the signals I give today, make sure you set your buy stop in case you're not going to be there. Just set your buy stop. The moment you get there, the market will kick you in, then you'll be waiting to know or trying to know when you need to leave the market. And to know all those information, please and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's Crypto Be 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. Also, you can follow me on X for more news, on Facebook, on TikTok for a lot of nugget that I drop out of the space. And don't forget, you can follow me on Instagram as well. All right, that's what I have for you today on the show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. My name still remains the same, Ahmed Oladimeji Kazim, aka KC the Great. And thanks for joining me this morning. Until I catch you tomorrow, eat peace out.